Hello, guys.
Hello, viewers.
You're welcome to another episode of the One Flesh Talkshow. And I'm Pastor Samson Great,
And I am Preki.
the amazing Preki. Wow. Firstly, we want to appreciate all our viewers, subscribers, everyone that have supported the ministry in 2025. So what do I have to say to them?
We say thank you for being a support. Thank you for watching our content, and we look forward to seeing more of you in the coming year.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We cannot be here if not for you. So for everything we do here is for you. And as I say, thank you. We appreciate. God bless you. So this will be our last episode for the year 2025.
Okay.
Wow. It's amazing how the year runs, you know. Okay, so today we'll be looking at a very simple but an interesting topic: how couples meet. So it's a couple meet in a very interesting and funny ways. Sometimes in the most unexpected or expected way. So today we'll be sharing our personal experience, how we met. And I know somebody out there, a young person, is going to learn from this story. So do you want to start?
Yeah, before I proceed, I would like to say that this festive season is possible that someone out there will meet his spouse anywhere.
That's right.
And you know one thing, there is no limit to anywhere you can meet your spouse. You can meet your spouse at the park, in the church, on the street. In fact, I actually know of someone who met his wife at the ATM machine,
That's true,
and it was in the night, not even at the daytime.
Truly.
So you can meet your spouse wherever, anywhere. One thing I just have to say is have an open mind. And be sure that you are led. Have an open mind, and who knows, you can meet your spouse anywhere. So in this festive season, as people go out to celebrate one thing or the other, just have an open mind that someone out there will meet his spouse, and it will be good news in the coming year. Yes.
And we're looking forward to having our first marriage in the show as well. So we cannot wait to hear the testimony for somebody who just meets somebody. So for us, I think meeting my wife here was one of the most interesting stories I can think about, because
very unlikely
because I know everybody gets to meet their spouse this way. It's quite funny. God. So well, the story is like this, and like this. So how do we start it now?
It's a very funny one.
It's quite funny, you know.
Okay. It started way back in 20 what?
That should be like 2017 or 16. Okay, that's 16. Yeah, 2016. Yeah.
Okay. My brother was in Abuja.
Yeah.
So I came in to join him in Abuja, where he was staying, and I happened to meet this. What do I call you now?
no, love of life.
Okay, so it happened that he was already staying with my brother, though they were members of the same church. So my brother was accommodating him because he had some accommodation issues back then.
Yeah.
So when I came in, I joined them. We stayed, and there was an organization where he was working, and I was introduced into the organization.
She was my staff. so
I did the job. I did the job for a while. I wasn't really into it, so I left and I traveled back to Calabar.
Yeah.
And then later, after some time, I came back again, and we stayed in the same apartment until he later left. You left, Abi?
Yeah. I left, but you see, in the midst of that back and front, it was so we had when we are friends. So there were times when we are like
quarrel, we fight,
and everything. We
had our differences.
A lot of differences. There's this family friend of ours that he still does not believe. His name is Zico now. He still does not believe that that I am married to Precious. Like this Precious that we are fighting and quarreling in the house. He wouldn't believe. But there's something striking that happened. Remember when we were working in Useden? So one of those days we were going to work, and then we saw a beautiful building. I believe that building is still waiting for us to buy it. And so we just needed to know how much it was sell actually. So we needed to know how much the bidding was going for. So I picked up my phone. I placed the call. I said we're a newly married couple. I would need to know how much this bidding was going for.
Yeah.
See, you know what? Words are spirits. And at that point, there was no iota of relationship.
At all.
I only just said we're a newly married couple and we needed to know how much the bidding was being sold for.
It's like it was more or less like we were just playing pranks around.
We're just playing pranks. And before you know it, fast forward into 2019, we're already married. And you see, there was, so I want to ask this question. I know in the midst of that back and front that we experienced, what made you accepted to marry me, or what would you say is the thing that gave you a green light?
Well, when he actually proposed, when he popped the question, I was like, will you marry me? I was like, what's the worry this was here? And no, we had our differences. Sure. I never in my life believed that we were going to end up together. So it took me a lot of time. It took me about 3 to 4 months before I gave him an answer. Yes, I actually met one of our pastors in the church then, because when I came, I joined them in the church where they were worshiping. So I actually met one of our pastors and I told him, I said, sir, this is what is happening. Oh, this so person I asked me to marry him. So the pastor just laughed and he said, well, if it was the will of God that God is going to perfect it, and he prayed with me. And I met other people too where I was working too. There was also a colleague of mine,
and I
confided in
Pastor
her,
Elijah, I remember.
and she
they
also gave me the go ahead, and me too. I also prayed, and I remember one of those days I had a dream, and it was like a sort of a confirmation to me. So all those things were things that I did not just jump at it, even though I wanted to get married, but I did not jump at, like people would be so excited that someone proposed. No, it took me time. I needed to be sure that this is what I'm going into is real, not just what do I say? Not just someone coming
trying to settle down.
I had to make sure that I was sure.